my name is Emma, and today I'm going to New York City for some very exciting bookish events. So firstly, today is the Fury Born signing with Claire Legrand at Books of Wonder, so I am definitely going to that later this afternoon. But before that, I'm actually going to a really exciting brunch hosted by Source Books with Claire Legrand, and I have a few friends that are going, so it is sure to be a really... I'm sure it will be a very good day. That took a lot. It's currently really early. It's like 8:30 in the morning, and I'm going into New York City a little bit earlier. Basically, for my birthday, my sister got me a gift card to the Strand, which I thought was just such a great gift. So I am planning on going to the Strand this morning before the brunch to get myself some books and treat myself because it ain't my money. So I think that I have a very chill morning and just like stroll in some bookshelves. Maybe I'll sit down and read, and then an exciting afternoon with all things bookish and author related. And I'm excited to take you guys along with me. Look who I found!
Who is it?
Say hello!
Hello!
Michael's not feeling the best today, but we're going book shopping! So I'm a dumbass, and I forgot that most stores open later on Sundays. So the Strand doesn't open until 11 today, and I thought they opened at 9:30.
It's my fault. I'm bad luck recently.
It's not your fault.
Everything
Listen, I've been having a rough morning, and this just adds to it. So I'm not leaving here. I'm not leaving New York City today until I go to the Strand. So probably after the Fury Born event, I will go buy some books. But that is like on my to-do list today, is to get rid of this gift card and get some new books. So because the Strand was closed, Michael and I decided to go to Forever 21 and buy completely new outfits. So I got this sunflower romper, and Michael bought this mustard striped shirt. I'm rubbing off on him. Now we are going to the subway to go to the Fury Born brunch. Pose for me. Another one. Do another one. That's my pose.
In the goodie bag, we have book number 1, The Dark Beneath the Ice. Looks scary, looks intimidating, possibly an exorcism in here.
How was that?
That's what one of the people said. And then You Left Me by Bridget Morrissey.
Michael, you're blocking my shot.
Looks very good. It's apparently heartbreaking. I was gonna say cute. It's heartbreaking.
It could be cute and heartbreaking.
And then
let's get the inside shot. Oh, paper.
Paper. Then we've got a Fury Born notebook.
Oh, cute.
And a Fury Born bookmark.
Oh, it's shiny.
A Fury
and
Born
character cards.
And buttons and chocolate. Sun or blood.
Nummy.
Yeah.
To the button.
That's it. Bye.
Right now we are walking to Books of Wonder for the Fury Born launch event. After the brunch, which was super fun and delicious, I got ricotta pancakes, and Monica got ricotta pancakes, and Michael got a French toast. And what did Kaylee get? Kaylee, what did you get at the brunch?
What did I get?
Yeah.
I got ricotta pancakes.
Ricotta pancakes. Really good. Look at the popper. Oh my god. And then we walked around this store called Flying Tiger, which was like a very random and inexpensive home goods store, but it was like really cute and adorable. Now we're gonna go go get some books signed, and I am super hyped.
It is it's Avatar: The Last Airbender meets His Dark Materials meets Game of Thrones, but without the gratuitous violence against women. It's about the centuries-long war between humans and angels, and the two young women who are fighting at the heart of this war. They each are trying to figure out if they are indeed the subjects of a prophecy that says two queens will rise, one of blood and one of light. One with the power to save the world, one with the power to destroy it, and their coming will signal the return of the angels and their revenge against humanity. And so the girls are living 1,000 years apart, each embroiled in this war, trying to decide, okay, am I the good queen or the bad queen? And is there such thing as good queens and bad queens, or is it more complicated than that? Of course it is. So that's Furyborn. Yeah, that answers that question.
So apparently at Union Square today, they're having like a pet adoption day or something.
I'm crying.
There's so many cute dogs here.
The pupper.
I got to pet one and it made my life, and I'm just so happy that dogs exist. So I have to head home, but we just took some pictures outside the Strands and have a nice little mini haul that I will show you guys in a bit. But I'm so happy I got to hang out with all these lovely people today, and we had a good bookish time, and I'm happy I got to see y'all. So it's been a day or two. I graduated yesterday, woohoo, and today I'm actually going to another book signing, so I figured why not take you guys along with me and make it like one big bookish vlog. But I did want to show you the books I got at the Strand and at the brunch and stuff yesterday. So like a little mini haul. So yes, Furyborn is Claire's newest book. I think technically it comes out today, if I'm correct. In my book, Claire wrote, "To Emma, it was so nice to meet you. Thank you for your support." And she signed it in red. She has a couple of different Sharpies that she was signing in, and it was based on like what kind of queen you would be, and I told her I would be a blood queen. I feel like the more people talk about Furyborn, the more excited I get about it. Like Michael had started reading the book that day and he was like, I'm 4 pages in and it's really interesting. So I really think I'm going to enjoy it. So then I quickly want to show you the 2 books that Source Books gave to me at the brunch. The first is What You Left Me by Bridget Morrissey, and it's about these 2 students that, although they have gone to school together for the past 4 years, they really meet for the first time at graduation when they're seated next to each other. And although they have an instant connection, soon after the boy is in an accident that leaves him in a coma, and so the girl has to like sort of piece together part of his life through like his family and friends, and it just seems like a really interesting novel. I feel like I've read a book similar to this in the past, so I'd definitely be interested in checking this one out. And so the next book is The Dark Beneath the Ice by Emelinda Berube, and this book, I don't even know how to make sense of it. It sounds super complex and interesting. To read the end of the synopsis, it says, Marianne is losing time, doing things she would never do, and objects around her seem to break whenever she comes close. Something is after her, but a first attempt at an exorcism calls down the full force of the thing's rage. It demands Marion gives back what she stole, and she must uncover the truth that lies beneath it all before the Nightman can take what it believes it's owed. Can't really tell if this is supposed to be like a sort of like realistic horror novel or if it's supposed to be like supernatural-esque, but nonetheless, it sounds like really interesting. It's something I definitely could see myself picking up. And now we're going to dive into my little Strand haul. Shout out to my sister for getting me my gift card that allowed me to buy these 3 books for $4. The first is The Art of Being Normal by Lisa Williamson. I've seen this book around a lot, but like what really drew me to it is that they have changed the cover, or at least the paperback. Instead of having a rainbow, it has like the trans flag, and I just think the cover looks so good, and I like had to pick it up. I'm so sorry that people are doing their lawns while I'm trying to haul books here. So this story follows a trans guy who is at a new school, and his biggest fear is having people find out about his past, and he ends up becoming friends with a trans girl at the school, and she's beginning to transition, and it just seems like a really heartwarming tale about friendship and gender identity, and I'm like definitely picking up this one very soon. The next book is Lily and Duncan by Donna Jeffart. This one also follows a trans main character and a bipolar main character, and it's actually a middle grade novel, which I don't typically read a lot, but the story, like the subject matter, really interests me, and I've seen this book around before, so I was really intrigued to pick it up. And it's just about these two people who meet for the first time and have their own things that they're going through, and it's about, I'm assuming, their friendship, or maybe it's a romance, but nonetheless, it sounds really interesting, and the cover's super cute too. And then the final book that I got is one I was super excited to stumble across, and that is Never Rolled Wig by Marisha Pessl. I thought this book came out at the end of June, but like maybe it was the end of May and I got myself confused, but like I have been so hyped for this book. It's one of my most anticipated of the year. Marisha Pessl is the author of Night Film, which is one of my all-time favorite books, and so when she was coming out with this sort of like science fiction mystery young adult novel, I was so intrigued. So this is another book that I feel it's hard to describe. It's about this group of friends who meet up 1 year after their high school graduation, and it's uncomfortable and they don't really know each other anymore, and they're trying to talk about like another friend of theirs that passed away and find out what happened, and you know, friend drama. But then as like the night progresses, like a man knocks on the door and says that like the worst has come, and I don't know how to describe this book, but it sounds so good and I cannot wait to read it. So right now it's about 12:30. I don't have like a super structured schedule for today. I could use some food because my tummy is rumbling, but I think I'm gonna go into the city a little bit early today. It's like not super nice out, but it's also not super cold. So the event starts at 6, so I'm thinking maybe after I eat some lunch, I can just like get my stuff together and I'll go into the city. Maybe I'll sit in Union Square and I'll read or something. I don't know. I'm excited to take you guys along with me though. I walked 5 steps and realized I didn't even tell you guys what signing I'm going to today. So today is the launch event for Anger is a Gift by Mark Oshiro, and it is with Tiffany Jackson, whose most recent release is Monday's Not Coming, which I hauled last month, and I'm really excited to read that one as well. I've met Mark before, and he is a super cool, funny guy, and I'm so hyped for his novel. I believe it follows a group of like Latinx teens who some also might be a part of the LGBTQ+ community. So like I'm really excited for it. It sounds like it's gonna be a really fun like chill event that I'm super hyped for. So right now I'm hiding in the basement of the Strand. As it turns out, the event is at 7, not 6, so I'm 3 hours early instead of 2, which is fine. I didn't get my book yet because I have to buy it at the event, so I've just been like perusing the shelves and walking around. I went to the basement, which I don't go to frequently, and I checked out some of their psychology books. I just love the Strand so much. They just have like such a diverse collection of books, so you can see like people in the children's section, people in the business section, people in the gardening section, people in the fiction section. It's a really cool experience. So right now, I think I'm going to try and go to a coffee shop to just sit down and drink some tea and read for a while and just like kill time before the event, which is the whole point of me being here early. So right now I'm just chilling in Union Square. Earlier I went to a cafe, I don't even remember the name, but I got like a chocolate tart and a few cups of tea and it was really nice. Then I went into Forever 21 because I was like, oh, like I could go shopping. Shopping always passes the time, but I didn't like anything I tried on, and like the things I did like weren't in my size, but like it's fine. I literally bought a romper earlier in this vlog, so it's not like I necessarily needed more clothes. So right now it is about 6 o'clock. The event's supposed to start in an hour, so I figured I might as well head over to the Strand. I'm sure that, you know, hopefully at least people are already there and just sitting and waiting for the event to start. So I'm going to go there now.
It's a disaster. Hold on.
Don't sell a wolf ticket.
I've been lucky enough to do a couple school visits before this, and the way I had a very interesting way to pitch it at Lehman High School, because my book is about a bunch of kids who stage a walkout after a metal detector injures one of the students. And in order to go to this event, I had to go through the metal detectors just like all of them. I just pitched it with that one sentence, and every eye in that room was like, "Wait, you can write books about that?" And it was interesting because then the very first question I got was, do the cops win in your book? And I was like, hi, my name's Mark, let's start there. Like, wow. And so for me it was pitching the idea and then saying this is a book that validates your anger. And that the things that you get angry at, I want you to feel validated, and that you should feel okay to be angry at the world. Just that simply.
That's good.
So my book is about a girl whose best friend is missing, and no one seems to notice until she shows up 1 year later. And I kind of put it as in, if your best friend was to drop off the face of the earth and no one would listen to you about it, what would you do? And, you know, kids are always like, well, what do you mean? Where's the friend go? Blah, blah. You know, like, well, once again, your friend is missing. No one is listening to you. What are you going to do? And then it's a lot of like, you know, clapping, you know, grabbing the air.
Turn up.
I'm going to turn this shit out. Okay. But yeah.
And something that I love about both of your books is that you lean into sort of the discomfort that comes with being a teenager. Sometimes I find in a lot of our YA books, they're very nostalgic and they look back on teenagehood and they present teenagers the way that we wish they should be versus the way that they are. And I hate that.
So I just left the signing. I'm about to take the subway back to Penn, but I had an amazing time at the signing. So much fun, so energetic. I cannot wait to tell you guys more about it when I'm not in public and people aren't staring at me for vlogging. So the subway's actually really empty right now, so I figured now is as good of the time to talk about the event, or at least start talking about it. It was so much fun. I was really expecting it to be like a smaller event, like very chill, but it was packed and so energetic. People were clapping and yelling and moving the whole time. It was also one of the best panel discussions I've been to in so long. Like Tiffany and Mark and Danya Clayton was the the moderator. Their dynamic was so good, and they just touched on so many interesting topics, and I had a really great time. So I am finally home. I can't tell you how nice it is to just be cozy in bed and all comfortable. Oh my goodness, it has been such a long 3 days in between the Furyborn brunch and signing, and then graduation yesterday, and then another book signing today. It has just been wild, but I'm so glad I got to take you guys along with me for the bookish parts of my life. So to close out this video, I do have one update. I finished a book today. I finished this as I was waiting for the book signing to start. It's The Last of August, which is book 2 in the Charlotte Holmes series. Unfortunately, I did not love this book as much as book 1. Book 1 like blew me away. I loved it so much, and I just like didn't love The Last of August that much. It wasn't like a bad book in any sense. I really don't have many critiques of it. It just like wasn't as intriguing and engaging as the first book, which happens with sequels a lot. I love the series still, and I'm definitely continuing with book 3, but this book just took me like so long to read. It's like one of the only physical books I've read this month, and it's almost over. And so now that it's done and I finally finished it, I'm like excited to get into more new books. So finishing it wasn't my favorite book in the world, but I am like glad it's over in a good way, because now there's more great books that I can also read. So now let me show you what the authors of tonight's signing wrote. So for Tiffany Jackson, Monday's Not Coming, she wrote, "To Emma, so awesome meeting you. Thank you for coming." Haha, I get it, because Monday's not coming. And then we have Anger is a Gift by Mark Oshiro, and he wrote, "Dear Emma, you are everything. Thank you." I did just start Anger is a Gift on the train. I was reading my ebook, and then near the end of the train ride I decided to start it. So I'm like so quick into it, you can't even see that I've made progress, but I am really enjoying it so far, even though literally like 3 pages in. I do want to say, who the fuck allowed text to be this small? This book is almost like 500 pages and tiny text. This is gonna be an intense contemporary, but like I'm so excited for this book. So to conclude this vlog, I had an amazing time at all of the events that I went to in the last few days. I'm really excited to read Furyborn. It is like the top of my list for fantasy books when I am in more of a mood for fantasy, because I definitely like need to be in a fantasy mood to read it, but like I know it's gonna be great. And I'm continuing on with Anger is a Gift. I am going to read a little bit more of it tonight and hopefully make a little bit of progress, and then I'm definitely planning on reading Monday's Not Coming soon. I'm just so excited for all the books and all the good stuff that happened this week, and I'm so happy I could take you guys along with me and show it to you in real time. But that really concludes this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you soon for a new video. Bye!